Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of intelliTALKS. This is the first one in 2024, and we want to start let's say, the year with a very special guest, my friend from Ecomcy, Vincenzo Toscano. Welcome, Vincenzo.
Thank you, Marcel. I think before I introduce and get started, I want to give you all of you a happy new year. I hope this year is definitely the year that things come true for you personally and business wise. So I'm very excited to start this first episode with you when it comes to talking about Walmart, because I think Walmart in 2024 is definitely going to be a topic that's going to become very attractive, and I'm so excited to share my knowledge and how people can leverage this new platform as well. Yeah.
That sounds great. Also, I'm very, very interested on what you have to share with us for today. Uh, for those that do not know, I just want to put in the spotlight Ecomcy. Ecomcy is a premier full-service Amazon and Walmart account management agency. So they are based in London, UK, and we have Vincenzo here, who is the co-founder and CEO. So
Yeah.
I guess I just wanted to put that into the spotlight and for everyone to know, the ones that don't know already, of course. And yeah, Vincenzo, tell us a bit about yourself, how you started the company, maybe, just give a little bit of background.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah, basically, how I jump into e-commerce is my major is actually aerospace engineering, and the reason why I basically at the same time while I was working as engineer, I discovered e-commerce is because I wanted to have a business of my own at the same time. I come from a family that they have had their own businesses, and I always had the bug of having something of my own. And I was working as an engineer. I started to research online, ways to do money while I was having a normal 9 to 5, and that's where Amazon FBA basically came into my radar as an opportunity that while I was working as an engineer, I could have an online business. And then
Right.
from there, I basically, because I had this income coming as an engineer, I had some disposable basically budget that in worst case scenario it didn't work out. Next month I get a paycheck, next month I get a paycheck, and I had basically unlimited trials to keep trying new products and new things. So that's the methodology I did. I started to use that cash flow from my salary to launch products on Amazon, and then eventually some of them started to go very successfully. And that combined with the fact that I was going to conferences and things like that in the Amazon space already, because I was already into the fact that I needed to also build a mindset. It wasn't only about the business side. So I thought to myself, I need to surround myself with like-minded people. I started to go to webinars and physical events, and that's where I discovered that also this is the service space as well. I realized that not only can you be a seller, but all the experience I had as a seller, all these things, I realized some people were actually paying money for me to teach them or to show them how to do a listing, how to do a advertisement, all of that. So I say, okay, if I'm gonna resign and I keep being a seller, that's good. My seller side is of course going very well already. But why not make some extra money as well with the extra time I'm gonna have by quitting to also provide a service? And that's where I basically the idea of making the agency came to my mind. And then from there I started to also start offering my services to people around me that already knew I was a seller. Then from there people started to recommend me, and from there it comes to basically started to grow as a team as well. I started to hire people, and we started focusing initially only on the Amazon side. And then like yeah, that's the website, you can see it down below.
I added here, yeah, for everyone
um,
to, yeah,
and
have a look.
then yes, and then like 2 3 years down the line, almost 4 years now, I realized the Walmart opportunity was definitely something that is going to become very big in the coming years, because I have seen the numbers in terms of growth. I have seen the opportunities it's been bringing to my clients and people that I knew. And I thought to myself, I also need to jump into the Walmart wagon, because Walmart right now is like Amazon 2014-15. And if I don't do it now as an agency and as a seller as well, I'm gonna regret it. So that's where Walmart also came into the picture. We trained the team, we certified, and we became partners with Walmart. And now basically that's another venture Ecomcy is going into. Like now, don't we only help Amazon brands, but actually we also help brands to scale on Walmart as well. So yeah.
I love it, Vincenzo. Actually, when you told that story, I saw my story in front of my eyes because I happen to do exactly like you. So that's incredible. Okay, yeah,
Thank you.
it's perfect. So yeah, Walmart. Walmart is really something very, very. I wouldn't say new, but it's
Yeah,
like you said
woman
it.
now.
Is you said it
Yeah,
very, very well. Like the Amazon in 2014. So that's not a lot of people know the opportunity that lies behind Walmart. Even though in the numbers, and maybe I have some old numbers, Walmart is around 500 millions per year, while
mhm,
Amazon is around 2.7 billions.
yeah,
The difference is quite high, but I see the Amazon's monopoly here and the opportunity for Walmart to grow into. So this
yeah,
is an opportunity for everyone on the Amazon space to tap into Walmart and also get some market share out of Walmart. So
yeah.
we have for that Vincenzo here to tell us some tips and tricks on how to maybe let's start Vincenzo from the beginning. Like, how
Yeah,
would you recommend to people? I would definitely put my focus on the people that are actually selling right now on the Amazon ecosystem
yeah.
and want to expand into Walmart. I guess that's the scenario out there. And
Mhm.
yeah, anything else you can add to that?
Sure. I mean, just to add on top of the figures you mentioned, like basically Walmart as of now, 2023, like the rate of growth that is having is like 5 to 7 times the rate of what Amazon has been growing. As of now, we're seeing close to almost 150 to 180 million monthly visits on Walmart.com, and we have seen that around only like maybe 10% of sellers that are on Amazon are on Walmart. So that means there is a huge blue ocean. A lot of people are selling on Amazon, don't sell on Walmart yet. And the reason why this is important, this last figure, is because let's be honest, people are selling on Walmart, sorry, on Amazon. The fact that they haven't jumped to Walmart yet, it means there's a ton of categories, and we see all the time for with our clients that we go from categories that our clients were competing with people had 10,000 reviews, 20,000 reviews on Amazon, to people on the same category in Walmart that the biggest seller has 500 reviews, 1,000 reviews,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
Competition is completely different. The CPC also, because there's not enough people jumping here from Amazon to Walmart, is much lower. We had clients that they jump from $5 to $5, $4 to $5 CPC on Amazon. Now they're paying maybe 70 cents to $1.5 per click, like huge reduction. Of
yeah,
course, the revenue is lower. That's of course the case. But when you then do the PNL, it's like, okay, I'm making 50, 60% less revenue, but I'm being more profitable, right? So what's
exactly.
the point of making $1 million if you're not put anything in your pocket? I'd rather make 500,000, 400,000, and make profit.
Margin
So
is very important there. Yeah,
yeah, super important. So I would say that's the first reason why all of you should be looking at Walmart, because I definitely think that if maybe your concern is that you're not going to do enough revenue on Walmart, it could be the case on some categories, but I can definitely tell you something. I'm tracking a lot of categories lately because we're onboarding a lot of brands from Amazon to Walmart. And whenever I see the history, all those search terms are going up and up and up and up. Like I haven't found a single category or keyword that the trends are going down. In fact, when you see historical data, almost all the keywords are in growth phase. What does it mean? It means it hasn't reached nowhere near the potential in the market yet. So of course, sometimes you hear people say, "Oh yes, I don't wanna go to Walmart because I don't wanna make the effort to only do 20% of what I do on Amazon." But my thinking is, it's not about today. It's about what is going to happen in 2, 3 years time. You're going to build
yeah,
that organic ranking that now people on Amazon have because they did in 2014. You're going to have thousands of reviews that nobody's going to have in Walmart in 2, 3 years, and you're going to dominate the category in 2, 3 years. So that's the game you need to invest. It's not about the money you need to make now. So I want to make that very clear because
yeah.
I think that's where people is dropping the ball. They're making apple to apple comparison right now, and it's not fair comparison because Walmart is not there yet in terms of the traffic. But I can assure you, with the strategies that even doing in the back end to bring the retail side to actually power also the e-commerce side, that's gonna give a big hit on Amazon in the coming years. Now, getting started from the very beginning. let's say you're Amazon brand, you want to jump to Walmart. So the good news is that for most of you that have an Amazon brand already selling on Amazon, things are going to be much easier than if you're starting from scratch, because Walmart wants to see some kind of history. Okay, they want to see that you have already a presence. They don't want to basically have people that they're just flipping products out of AliExpress or Alibaba or things like that. They want to have
Yeah.
real brands, real businesses. Not that those kind of businesses are not real businesses, but you know what I mean. In terms of branding,
Yeah.
they really want people that are building an actual asset, right? And only flipping a product. So basically, the tech here is that make sure whenever you apply to Walmart, you really have some history, at least 3 to 6 months of history on other platform. You can show some activity. Make sure that, of course, you need to have a U.S. business tax ID, W-9, EN number, an address in the States. You need to have a limited company as well. Now, the other thing you have to also consider is that when it comes to once you apply to Walmart, a good thing that I know they also take in consideration is, for example, a good trick is when you apply to Walmart, make sure you use an actual email that looks like a business. Don't apply with your Hotmail or Gmail account, right? That
Yeah.
already removes the full credibility from you. So just pay, $5, $10, whatever is that Gmail per month, and create a proper email. That's something that definitely is part of like a filter. And then make sure you have all the documentation already mentioned in place. Make sure you have some history, so when they go to Amazon or your website, you have some credibility, and then the rest should be pretty straightforward. If that's not the case, I will say you might struggle a little bit. However, Walmart now is becoming a little bit more easy when it comes to approval. Like, even if, let's say, you don't have any history and you still want to go to Walmart from day one, at least have something tangible if you need to appeal the decision. So tangible in the sense, okay, I don't have any revenue, any history, but here is, for example, already my full branding strategy. This is the catalog I already gonna be launching, or this is like my Kickstarter campaign. I come from Kickstarter, or this is what I'm doing with social media to work my audience. Something to show that you're not just flipping a product, you're a real brand. So that's when it comes to opening the account. Now, once you open the account, the process is also very straightforward. So once you open the account, they're going to ask you a few verification extra questions. You need to connect your payment provider, which right now is Pioneer. The other one that is a partnership with PayPal. And then that's it. The rest is straight. Like, you start uploading products. When it comes to uploading products, you have two options. You can do either manual uploads, or you can do an integration with things. Let's say you have a Shopify website, you can upload as a bulk in a bulk format. Just be careful with that, because the bulk upload feature, of course, if you have a store with a lot of SKUs that potentially you don't want to bring all of them to Walmart, we have found issues that, because the API is not perfect as of now yet, you may have issues that then you upload listings, but not all the backend gets uploaded properly. And if that is multiplied by hundreds of SKUs, you're gonna have a mess on, on that account. So
Okay.
I would prefer to do it manually. That's my preference, because
Depends
the
on the
other
number of SKUs, but yeah.
yeah, the other
Or
mistake as well is
in batches, actually. This is what you're
exactly
saying.
budget.
Don't
Yeah,
upload 100 at a time, maybe
exactly.
10 at a time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Also, because I feel the other thing that sometimes people do as a mistake when they upload in bulk is that sometimes, because we get lazy, we upload it and we set it like this. Whereas if we do as a manual process, because you need to go manually and field and put on the information in all the different fields in the backend, you actually oblige yourself to actually do a proper optimization of the backend. Which, if you do an upload, most of the
Yeah.
people do the upload, and then it's just the UPC, the basics, and then it's not really something that's going to be meaningful in terms of ACO, which is my next phase of Walmart.
But
Walmart
again, looking at, sorry to interrupt, Vincenzo, I just want to emphasize on this one. Everyone should look at it as for a long time game, not just get it over with, just upload and forget about it.
It's a
You
thing we see all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, sellers do forget about their listings. They don't update them, let's say, so often. But at least from the beginning, do it properly, so you're set, and you know that you've touched all the points, you know all the tricks, and maybe some extra fields that need to be inputted. So yeah, go ahead, Vincenzo.
Yeah,
Just wanted to
that's
jump in.
yeah, I totally agree. We do so many audits, and when we do the audits, I'm so surprised sometimes. These are brands that are seven-figure brands, and they have listings in the back end, everything empty. Like they're leaving so many things, basic things like color, sometimes the type of material, things that are really important for ACO. That takes me to my next stage, which is on Walmart. They take very seriously listing score. Like as of now, if you don't have a score on your listing of at least 80%, that affects the discovery organically, and also how your PPC performs. So that's why it goes back to my point. Don't just use the bulk feature and then set and forget, because that's what I see why most people say Walmart doesn't work, because they just want to get it out of the way easy. They do this integration with the Shopify. They put some basic PPC, it didn't work. And that's the reason. Like really need to invest into doing optimization. And the nice
Mhm.
thing, which is not the case as when we got started on Amazon back in 2014, eh, Walmart identifies for you what are the things you need to do to fix the score of your listing. Like as of now, we have seen now Amazon showing sometimes on your inventory. Oh, there are some things that are affecting the how your product is basically discovered. So you click and Amazon give you some
Yeah.
suggestions.
Mhm.
So Walmart is doing that now, as but it's been doing that from the very beginning. So that's what I'm saying. It make it very easy. You go to basically within your dashboard, and within your dashboard it teaches everything from A to Z. It teaches like if you're missing color, if you're missing dimensions, if you're missing material, anything that you basically need to have to improve the score, and it tells you actually how much score that contributes towards your overall score, right?
This is a good
So
feature. Yeah, Amazon
yeah.
should learn from Walmart on this one.
Exactly. At
Yeah.
least they're teaching them something there. So it is, you're gonna find that within the growth opportunities on your left hand side of your dashboard. And once you're in there, you can basically navigate all your listings. It tells you the score, and you can optimize it and just make sure you already have at least 80%. So you can leverage that discovery Walmart gives you.
Mhm.
Now,
Yeah, yeah.
um, something I also want to add, because this is a question I get all the time as well, is how Walmart keyword research differs from Amazon. And I can tell you it's very similar actually. You can use tools such as, for example, Helium 10. And what I usually recommend you to do is research the top 10 competitors on your category within Walmart in this case, and then similar than what I'm sure Marcel you have heard people do on Amazon, which is the right thing to do. You want to identify which are the keywords where your competitors are on page one, because like 80% of sales usually happen on page one.
Yeah.
So what you want to do, you go to Walmart, you put like one of the main keywords that will define your product, which a good tip to find the main keyword. Usually the main keyword will be at the beginning of a title, because people that know ACO will put the main keyword of a product at the beginning of the title. So research what keyword your main competitors are using. You put that keyword on Walmart, and then you do basically a reverse analysis on the top 10. You select the ones where you select the keywords where these top 10 competitors consistently are ranking on page one. And then once you identify those are the keywords you want to have either on your listing and also on the PPC, which I'm happy to also jump on the PPC once I conclude this initial phase.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's very interesting, because the reason why I want to cover also after the PPC side is because you're gonna find that all the things that you hear before you try Walmart are actually not true, in the sense that so many people say, "Oh, Walmart, the platform is so much different. I don't really understand Walmart. It's complex and all that." But once you spend, I can guarantee 5 hours max, you're gonna realize so many of the principles on Amazon are applying Walmart. And that's why I wanted to show it to you guys on of course I'm only explaining it and I'm not showing it on the screen, but by listening this over and over what I've been saying in terms of the process, you're gonna see that it's very similar than what you're currently doing on Amazon. So it shouldn't be an issue for you to give it a try.
Yeah, if you roll back when we started on Amazon, it was the same procedure. So
Yeah.
when we saw the Seller Central for the first time, we took some time to click on each tab there to see what it does. And yeah, even now they're adding more and more features. So it's important to stay up to date with the platform. That's definitely something. Yeah. Brilliant. So
I
this
would
is very
say,
insightful.
yeah, I think another thing that I also want to add is that the nice thing as well of Walmart as of now is first of all, not only they have released this feature that allow you to optimize the listing very easily, which is something that at the beginning of Amazon journey we didn't have. So take advantage of that as of now and optimize your listing. But they already roll out a new feature that also allows you, for example, to run ads from your Walmart account to Google. Imagine, like, Walmart is already doing that, like, so many
Yeah.
years in advance, because how many years it took Amazon community like to figure out ways of running ads from Google to Amazon. Now within your own platform of Walmart, and this is gonna basically open the conversation also to PPC. You can now run
Yeah.
ads to Google, and this is so good because the ads run to the Walmart main enterprise Google account. So that means you get higher placement because those ads go through the Walmart account, and usually a priority in terms of cost per click. So now you can basically display your product on Google and bring the traffic to Walmart, which, because not a lot of people is also doing, the CPC is being super cheap as well. So
This
uh,
is very smart what Walmart is doing, actually getting outside traffic on your behalf as a seller.
yeah,
So they're growing. Yeah. Actually,
and they
yeah,
have
the
a very good
sellers.
relationship with Google as well. So that's why, yeah.
Very nice. Didn't know this one. So very, very good tips and information, Vincenzo. Thank you for sharing. I'm
Yeah,
sure
no
everyone
worries.
is happy to learn even more about the tips and tricks of Walmart and the hidden secrets. So yeah.
Yeah, I
Um,
think another thing I also would like to add, so I can also give you a glimpse of the PPC as I promised. The
mhm.
PPC as of now, you have a four type of targeting mainly, right? You have the auto campaigns and you have the manual ones, and within the manual you have three type of targeting: exact, phrase, and broad. As of now, there is no negative targeting in Walmart, so you need to be clear with bits. You need to be careful with them. And the other nice thing of Walmart is that allows you to do something that Amazon doesn't yet allows you to do, which is optimize on the device that ads are shown. You can optimize if they're shown on the browser, on the app, or the mobile one. So
Nice.
then, as you start running PPC, which most of the time that's what we have identified, the app and the mobile phone are the ones that get the most engagement because everybody does shopping now on the mobile phones. So you can do optimization not only on the placement of where it shows on the platform, but also the device. So that's a
Mhm.
key thing, a key differentiation between Walmart and Amazon, which I think if you're very clever when it comes to strategy, and you come from other things, other backgrounds when it comes to running ads, like from Google background, like you're really gonna like the way Walmart allows you to do targeting with placement, which I feel to some extent it gives you even more control as of now in certain areas than Amazon. So that's another thing I wanted to bring to the table. Like, don't be afraid to jump into Walmart ads as of now, because the foundation is very basic when it comes to keywords. But when it comes to the placement, if you bring some extra knowledge maybe from Google or Facebook or Instagram, that you can really be clear with the device targeting and placement, all of that. This is
Yeah.
something that also, whenever I do audits in Walmart, nobody's playing with that. And when we do it with our clients, we suddenly see a huge result, because these are tools Walmart are giving you, but people just neglecting. So I just want to mention this podcast. So when you hear this, then you go back to your dashboard and make sure you play with those things so you can take advantage of them. Yeah.
That's brilliant. Brilliant. Well,
Mhm.
what about the fulfillment? We have fulfillment by Walmart, and yeah, that's how is that compared to Amazon's fulfillment, FBA? And
Yeah.
how do you end up in Walmart's physical stores, if you know? That's
Yeah.
something else.
So the Walmart fulfillment system is very similar to FBM. You create a shipment, and basically then Walmart would generate what we call the shipment plan. We generate the labels and everything, and then basically you just ship to the address they give you on Walmart locations, and
Mhm.
then the product becomes available, and basically you can offer next day delivery in certain locations, 2-day delivery, same day delivery, which basically the people that can use this benefit is what we call a Walmart Plus. It's like a membership like a Amazon Prime, which
Mhm.
to be honest, Walmart is like pretty much giving for free on most of the stores and email marketing and all that. So almost everybody has Walmart Plus now, as of now at least.
Yeah.
And when it comes to selling on the store, that's a good point you bring to the table, because a lot of our clients that are starting to do Walmart, their goal is maybe not to make as much money on the platform itself, but it's because they want to open up a history within the Walmart ecosystem to prepare to do a pitch to basically be located on the physical stores. Because we already have seen that with some of our brands. Like, if you start to perform very well, then basically every year a Walmart does like a contest where you can pitch like to be on the stores, and if you're on the online stores already, you can leverage that because you're already showing a history that you're performing well on the actual online platform already. So when it comes to building a case to be basically potentially brought into the stores, you have a much bigger chance that a brand that basically just pitches but has no history with Walmart in the first place. So some of the brands are using the online presence for that, like to really build a nice history to show to Walmart that their audience is really into their brand and their products, and then to use that as an excuse basically and building a case study to be brought into the stores. And we already have seen a couple of examples of brands being accepted because of that.
That's brilliant. Yeah, that's a huge exposure in the US if you're listed in the physical stores. I don't know how many they have in the entire US, but there are a lot of them.
Yeah,
So yeah,
thousands. Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely incredible what you can do on the Walmart marketplace. What would be, let's say, the toughest thing you've seen in the Walmart ecosystem? I mean, with Amazon we have goods and bads, like
Mhm.
customer support, which is so with
Mhm.
Amazon, everyone knows it. What is that on the Walmart ecosystem? Or do they have enough people to service the Walmart sellers? Are they interested? I know in the end, the end customer is the main concern of every business, because yeah, the way they serve the customers dictates how they're seen on the marketplace. So that's the same with Amazon, the same with Walmart. But what about the sellers? How are they treated from your experience, Vincenzo?
Yeah, from my experience, yes, some of the tough things is there's unfortunately some glitches still on the platform, and you're gonna be finding sometimes errors popping out of nowhere when updating a listing doesn't get updated, or approvals take longer than usual because there is some issue in the back end that not even you can fix, and then somebody from the Walmart team has to fix on your behalf. Um, for example, things to do with customer support, like, yes, that part unfortunately is still like work in progress.
Yeah,
However, I can say that because we've been doing this over a year now, definitely things are getting better and better, and they're
of
investing a lot
course.
of time into making sure those things get as as seamless as possible. However, let's be honest, like, Amazon has been trying to do this for over 10 years now, and they're still struggling. Like, the customer
Yeah,
support thing is always a tough game, right?
yeah,
But yes, I would say that's the most difficult thing of dealing with Walmart. More than the customer support is the glitches sometimes you encounter, which at the same time then exponentially increase. The difficulty then you need to go with customer support, because sometimes those glitches are not even identified by themselves. So it's a lot of back and forth, right? Yeah.
yeah. Nevertheless, I'm happy to hear that Walmart is improving, Amazon is improving, even
Yeah.
though we might not see it so openly. But this is also teaching us how to react, and as entrepreneurs, this is a huge benefit to evolve, and a huge potential to evolve ourselves as human beings, and how we treat, let's say, in certain situations, how we treat life, because life happens even with Amazon, with Walmart, with ourselves outside of the business. So that's a matter of mindset, and I like to underline that, because everything happens for a reason. So going through the certain difficulties will make you a better person and will teach you how to react in the future, not to get stressed. And Walmart is not good, I'm not selling on Walmart. No, wait, let's find a way to do it. And the best way to go through with this is with help. I always encourage everyone. I myself, as an entrepreneur, I don't want to be good at everything. I want to get in touch with the right people who have experience, who have have walked the journey. And in this case, I think Vincenzo is the best candidate, and Ecomcy, to reach out to in the matter of Walmart, to get as much help and information as possible from them. So yeah, for everyone that doesn't know what their website is, I'm going to display it again here. So just
Thank you.
to be, no problem, Vincenzo. This
Yeah,
is
it's been a pleasure, Marcel, and I definitely value what you guys have also been doing in the space with in intelliTALKS, your podcast, and the
thank you.
company itself in the ranks, because I feel like you guys are doing an amazing job, not only in with the content, as I already said, but also the services you provide. Like we all know, like you guys focus on us
Thank you.
on a side of the business that is also tough, like the ranking and also the external side of a business when it comes to Amazon. And yes, I just wanted to also give you congrats for that. And just to finalize, I will say that yes, from our side, more than happy, to explore how we can help you on the Walmart journey. I think is something that I don't know why, but I have this feeling that in next 2 years it's gonna explode because of the numbers I see and the trends. When you s- when you get all these mixed signals from a conversation with this person, and then you read this, and then you see this in the economics, like you feel something's coming. And I feel that's gonna be the case with Walmart. And I definitely think, like, definitely get in the back end before it gets too late, because unfortunately sometimes there are trends in life that only pass once, right? And I feel
Right.
Walmart is definitely one of them. Because let's be honest, who else can really compete with Amazon as of now, right? Walmart is the only one that can. And if then
Yeah.
Walmart becomes also saturated down the line, then there is no third competitor, no third option. So take advantage.
Definitely, I love that, Vincenzo. Also, people should take into consideration the fact that having, the eggs in two baskets is more better for any business. Just so, except Amazon, you only have Amazon as a business, and God forbid something happens to that, you're out of business. So maybe, balancing things a bit, and a little bit of Walmart, a little bit of Amazon, a little bit of your own website. Never know, never know. Just to be there on the market and actually build yourself up as a brand. This is my recommendation always. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Super. Vincenzo, this has been very insightful. I just want to add one more thing, courtesy of Ecomcy. We have a
Yes.
special, very special offer. I'm going to bring it to the screen. So for
Yeah.
anyone
Only for
that's
you guys.
interesting, yeah, take advantage, because Vincenzo is very, very kind to offer this to the IntelliRank audience. So intelliTALKS here, everyone that's watching, reach out to Vincenzo and the team, and go ahead and tap into
Yeah.
Walmart. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, why not?
Let's make sure that let's make sure that in 2029, 2030,
Whoa.
we're having the conversation how you are a seven-figure business or eight-figure because you jump in 2023 on Walmart.
Exactly. Making the right decision is, the first step into the 2030,
Exactly.
boom. So yeah,
Thank you,
Vincenzo, it's
Marcel.
been a
Pleasure.
pleasure.
Yeah.
Happy to have you, and thank you for sharing with us. And yeah, until next time, goodbye,
Thank you.
everyone.
Bye bye. See ya.